Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to show you demo about creating outline entry control in .NET MAUI. So here I just created a new sample project. Let me add here new folder called custom controls, and in that I am just going to create new content view. Outline entry control. Okay, now I'm just going to implement this control here on main page. So let's see how it looking. Okay, so it's a loaded. Let me add here tags. Okay, so it's displaying here. Now this tags, like I'm just going to load from bindable property. So let me create a bindable property for placeholder as well as here the tags property. So for binding tags, I'm just going to create tags property and the placeholder property. So let's add that. Okay, so here text property is created. This I'm going to bind here on entry control. Similar way I'm going to create placeholder property. And this property I'm just going to bind here on this label. Okay, now I can pass value from main page here on outlined entry control. So I can pass now text and placeholder like first name. Now let me run the app. Okay, so now it's displaying here first name and last name. Now here on the click of entry control, like a focus of entry, I'm just going to display this label here on the border of frame. So let's implement that. So here on focus event, I'm just going to write some logic, and also on unfocus event. So here on the entry control focus, I will just set label font size to like a smaller font size, and default here font size I will set as a 11, and then I will use translate to animation. So on the click of entry focus, this label will translate to -26 point, and on unfocus of entry, I will just again set label placeholder like a font size to 15, and this translates to 0. Okay, so here on the focus of entry, now this label translate to -26 points, and on the unfocus again it get back to 0 point. Now if you see here, like if I enter any value and again if I unfocus from entry, then this placeholder is overlapped with entry control. So let's fix this issue. This logic I will write here. Now let's run the app and let's see. Like if on the unfocus of entry, if the text is not null, then it will translate to minus 26 point. Okay, so here if I enter any value and I come to like another text box, then this like first name, it's still there. And if I just remove all the text and I just unfocus the first entry control, then again it's get translate to 0 point. Now let's see this in iOS device. So for iOS I need to implement borderless entry control. So let me just first run in iOS and let's see how it's looking. Okay, so if you see here, it's displaying entry border as well as this frame border. So let's create a borderless entry for this. So here I'm just going to add new folder called handlers, and in that I will just add borderless entry class that's going to inherit entry. And here in app XAML.cs I'm just going to add code related to borderless entry. Now this borderless entry handler I'm just going to use in this outline entry control. So instead of this entry, now I'm just going to inherit namespace. Now let's run the app and let's see. Okay, so now it's displaying perfect. On the click of control is just translating this label to like a minus 26 point, and on the unfocus again it's get back to 0 point. Now if you see here, if I click here on label then nothing happen, but if I click here on entry then it's just setting focus of entry control. So for fix this issue, I'm just going to add here tap gesture recognizer on grid control. And here on the tap of grid, I will just set txt_entry.focus. Now let me again run the app and let's see. So on the click of this grid, it's again just going to set focus of this entry control. Okay, so now it's like working perfectly, and here on unfocus again it's get back to 0 point, and if I click on label also it's just setting focus unfocus. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe my channel.